celebrate your daily hope. I've decided to stop saying days for these and just do them because then they get all uploaded properly. It's way too many. Could I just get one, please, Spirit? Just one card that will work for this day. I'm just going to upload them, and then the day that gets picked for whichever video is the one that will work. That's my plan, just so you know. All right, so let's find out what's in your today's daily hope, shall we? Today's daily hope. Dive in. Let us not be concerned with where we have come from or where we may be going. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and feel into the eternal moment happening now and now and now. Allow all to be as it is. Sink deeper into your fall into your grace. Sleep deeper into you, sink. Fall into your grace. Dive in and allow the riches of you, infinite unconditional love, to be revealed. Let go. Let it be. Allow your treasure, your riches, to shine brightly, shedding light into every part of you, illuminating any darkness, transforming it into love, balanced energy that will reveal the very truth of you. Free yourself of all that holds you back. So if you feel there's something holding you back, or something that you need to, or you've been questioning yourself about, or what you should do, whether you should do it or not, that's that's an absolute firm yes. A tarot reading will inspire, give guidance, and create new paths for you. A reading is objective. There is no external authority deciding if you have been good enough to be rewarded or bad enough to have something taken away. For everything in the outside world is a reflection of the inner. Allow a reading to be what it is, objective material flowing from your higher self to alert you to the truth and essence of you. A reading can show you where your life potential is. However, if you are not willing to make the changes that are being shown to you or have brought you to have a reading, nothing will change. Each experience gives you the opportunity to move away from fearful thinking. You have the potential to be whomever you want. I have a feeling that there's somebody who has, how do we say, their fingers in many pies. It's kind of like maybe wondering what you should dive into or what you shouldn't dive into. What can you trust to be the way forward and what can you not? I don't know if there's a good or a bad. It's kind of like a put your fingers in and see what comes of it type of scenario. All right, let's see, we get a message from the Spirit Animal Oracle. This was from the Tree of Life Oracle or thing, yeah, card deck. My sweetheart and I over New Year's went to Lake Louise. It was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I just kind of want to go stay there. Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. So that's what you're doing, laying a solid foundation, but finding balance, taking the time to do what you need to do. There's something about a soul calling here. There's also something about a victory coming about because of a foundation you've laid. There's also something about like good news coming in through a tarot reading perhaps, or through a tarot business, or through a tarot, whichever it is that you have. And there's a gift. Is somebody using a gift that they've been given? Pig Spirit, card number 47, use your mind wisely. So there's something about a new beginning that's coming, a portal of energy opening up for you. They want you to use your mind wisely. Do not throw your pearls before swine. That's something in a Bible verse. I think part of the reason I'm getting that is because of the pig here, but there's also something about diving in, maybe keeping it to yourself as you do dive in. Maybe there's more things that you need to keep to yourself. Maybe. I wonder if there's like almost outside people's fear that's getting in the way. If you tell them, then their fears will change your mind, or if you speak what that person has said, that fear or whatever they said very well may manifest in your world in a negative way. There's something about truth going on here as well that connects the whole thing. Pardon me. 30, this is about manifesting. Manifesting based on your soul's truth. This is a great power in telling the truth and allowing it to lead you to a higher good. It's only when we refuse to see the reality of a situation that we lose our power to co-create for the highest good. The Egyptian goddess, Mayat, comes to remind you that if you are willing to do a fearless self-inventory and live authentically with rigorous honesty, it will lead you to great success in all areas of your life. Being completely transparent with others, although it might at first feel too vulnerable, is exactly what you need to do now. When you do this, you will be flooded with the power to claim and experience a new freedom and a new happiness that will pour over your life like a wild, sweet honey. Your life is exactly where it needs to be. This is a wonderful time of empowered choice making. You are doing all the right things if you follow the invitation of Matt to live fearlessly in truth as the arbiter of balance and divine order. She reminds you of the great value of this way of being. Pardon me. The law of karma states that everything comes into balance sooner or later, so trust that in the greater story of your life, all wrongs will get righted. The goddess Mayat appears with her scales of justice and feather of truth to remind you that you are seeing only one moment in time. The balance of events tips both ways until it comes into coherence with the harmony of the universe. Regardless of this natural rebalancing, it's time to speak up if you seek injustice. If you see injustice in your world, Mayat says, in order for you to be truly free, everyone must be free. She offers you the alignment task of considering where you may have hurt someone else and how your unconscious projection of how the world should be may have set you up for a transgression even if you were innocent. This is a time of great unraveling, and nothing meaningful will be accomplished without some effort. Another message for you now is to see behind the words of others, especially when you feel they may be withholding truth or acting without awareness. It's important not to enable this. Tell the truth with as much love as you can, even though denial may be swept away in an awkward moment of everyone's feeling exposed. It's an important way to move forward with compassion. The goddess Mayat reminds you that she is a champion for those willing to course correct and give you her full support. So there's some course correcting that needs to happen, perhaps on maybe your behalf or perhaps on someone else's behalf. And in speaking your truth, that course will correct. It's almost like there's either this energy of you're not seeing how something is unfolding around you in the greater scheme of things, which is okay because we don't need to always know the trajectory we're even on or the outcome. But in speaking a truth, living truth and being unabandonedly honest, not to cause hurt, but to get clarity on the situation, will be a very wise thing for everybody involved. I feel like there's some sort of independence here that is being threatened, whether yours or another. I wonder if there's building a solid foundation, laying a solid foundation and having balance in the situation to this new opportunity or this opportunity that's coming your way. And the best way to manifest the whole situation is to be blatantly honest about what you can handle, what you want to do, who it is you're becoming, what it is. Maybe you've changed your mind about something. Maybe it's time to tell those involved you've changed your mind. Maybe it's time to feel your way into truth, it's like one step at a time. As you speak your truth, as you live your truth, moving forward, you end up more so able to do that on a regular basis. Now, keep in mind, as we move through life, everything can be like a pendulum swinging from one way to the next. So it sits here until you learn something in truth and it swings up. So you have, it comes up this way and then it goes up this way until it eventually finds its center. So the reality of the situation is that you're going to sway back and forth. There's definitely a back and forth swaying until the pendulum actually reaches its center point. Even then, it can be, as other energy comes along, knocked back and forth, feeling like you've been knocked off your center in a circumstance. Dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday moment-to-moment experience, thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy, and every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart, so you can share it. You must know this, so when the time comes, you will be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for your tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all and love every minute. We all love you like crazy over here. Don't be afraid to live your life. Perhaps someone's not taking steps forward because they fear, maybe they fear being told that it's not right. Maybe they fear that it won't work. Maybe fear is coming from a place of lack. Perhaps it's when you get into joy is when you manifest the ability to move forward. Using your mind wisely isn't about having yourself 20,000 steps ahead of where everyone else is. Using your mind wisely happens when you get into joy, and you can absolutely be in the moment to build a solid foundation so that you can speak your truth. And in doing so, I think part of it is you want to protect. But in not speaking your truth, even the protection that you want to put out there is false evidence appearing real, which is fear in and of itself. I love you guys. I hope this resonates. I'll talk to you again soon.